Hey guys, I'm Brianna, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing something a little bit different and I'm in a different location. I'm in a corner in my bedroom on my bed, which is sometimes my reading spot. And I'm gonna do a reading vlog, and I think I'm gonna start something new on my channel and do like reading or like rereading a series reading vlog type of deal. So I don't know how long it will take me to read the series, but I wanted to do this for you guys. So this is a reread for me. The first 4 books are rereads and the last one I just got sent to me. So the last book I won as a giveaway on Goodreads, which I never win, so that was exciting. And it's from HarperCollins, and it came so fast in the mail, and I'm very, very, very excited for it. It's a finished copy, and I got it before the release date, which is also really exciting. So this is another reason why I'm reading this series, because I want to kind of maybe do reviews for each book on my channel so you guys kind of have an idea of what the series is about, and then I can do a review for the new book. So the first book that I'm currently reading right now is White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I am about 205 pages in, so about halfway. If you don't know what this book is about, it's about Layla, who is half gargoyle, half demon, and that has never happened ever. Gargoyles are basically the wardens, and they kill demons and send them back to hell, and they kind of protect Earth and make sure humans don't know about demons. So they're very powerful creatures. And then obviously demons, there's different tiers and different levels, which Jennifer L. Armentrout goes to explain in the book. But I just absolutely love this series so much. This is one of the series that I remember most that got me into YA reading and then eventually transitioning into adult reading. This is just one of my all-time favorite series, and I think this is my favorite series written by Jennifer Armentrout. Also, for readers that are younger and I know that are getting into this series, Jennifer Armentrout writes really similarly to Sarah J. Maas. So if you love Sarah J. Maas, definitely check this series and her out. This also does have kind of a love triangle. Also, it's kind of a hate to love romance, but it is a YA fantasy predominantly. Then the second book in the series, I actually have an ARC of it, which is insane. I don't have the actual physical copy, but there's no big differences between the ARC and the physical copy. And that is Stone Cold Touch by Jennifer Armentrout. This is book 2. And then we have Every Last Breath, which is book 3. And these are trilogies, so that is the Dark Elements series. I have the old covers, so they may look different if you are trying to find them now. They are more of a all colorful picture without humans on the cover. So her spin-off series, I'm not sure how many books are going to be in it, but so far the first one was released and the second one is going to be released June 2nd. So the first one, I do have a review up on my channel, and that is Storm and Fury by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the Harbinger series, book 1. This follows Zane, who is a gargoyle, aka a warden, in the first series, and it follows him and another girl in the new series. What I think is interesting is the girl in this series actually has the same eye condition that Jennifer Armentrout, the author, has. So she's kind of writing about herself in a way. But this is also a YA fantasy. I don't remember too much about it, and I don't want to spoil it, but I definitely recommend reading the Dark Elements before you jump into this. And then the pretty baby, Rage and Ruin by Jennifer Armentrout. This is book 2, ginormous, and it's a finished copy. It's the sequel to Storm and Fury, and I am so excited to pick this up and read it. So I'm happy to start this vlog, and I'll kind of update you with my progress. I'm hoping to finish White Hot Kiss today, and then I think I'm gonna film a review on it, depending on if I want to or not, but I think I'm gonna do a review for each book. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, so I didn't really do much reading yesterday. I read only about 25 pages of White Hot Kiss. Yesterday was just really busy. Yeah, but I ended up watching Divergent again. And I kind of want to reread the series, even though I remember it destroyed me. Allegiant, the last book, destroyed me. But yeah, I ended up finishing the book today, this morning. It's around 11 o'clock, and I started reading around like 9:30. But amazing book. I love this series so much, and I'm just so grateful that Jennifer Armentrout wrote this series. I'm definitely gonna continue with Stone Cold Touch later today, and I'm gonna film my review of White Hot Kiss right now. Hey guys, a little update. So I'm reading Stone Cold Touch, and I am actually almost done. I'm on page 394 out of 446, I think, or 448. So I'm pretty far into it. I plan to finish it today, and I'm still debating if I want to do a book review on it. I'm not sure if I should. Just because it is the second book of a series, and it kind of, I'm not sure, like I feel like I would spoil it a lot. There are a lot of things I do want to say about it just because it is a very chunky book and it has a lot of details in it, but a lot of those details would kind of give away the plot of the first book. So I'm still going back and forth on reviewing it, but so far I'm loving it. I'm really loving this reread. It's kind of a low pressure situation where I kind of can just read some of my favorite books that I know and love and kind of relax and that type of deal. I also just got all my thrift books that I ordered, so I'm very excited for that. I'm still debating if I want to do a book haul and maybe just do 2 separate book hauls, or if I just want to wait and then do a giant book haul when I get my Amazon order. I'm waiting to order books off Amazon because there's like 3 releases that release mid-June, so I kind of want to order them all together, but again, that may change. But yeah, that's it so far. It's super nice today, so I kind of want to finish reading this book, and then I'm going to go outside for a little bit and hang out there. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day today. Talk to you later. Good morning, everyone. It's around 8 o'clock here, and I'm getting up kind of for the second time. I woke up earlier to feed my dog and take her out. And then I kind of went back to my room and I finished the next book that I've been reading on this reading blog, and that is Every Last Breath by Jennifer Armentrout. This is the conclusion, the final book to the Dark Elements series, and as you guys been following along, this series has been one of my favorite series since I was little, and this conclusion was so good. After rereading it, I do kind of recognize that the second book is definitely stronger than this book, and that could partially be because there was more going on in the plot in the second book than this book. I felt like this book, it was a good wrap up to the series, and a lot of things happened that it came to a conclusion, and there's really no other questions to ask about it. But I do think that the second book had a lot more going on than this book, which I think is really interesting to look at and read. But what I've been noticing, like when I kind of think of other books I've read, the ACOTAR series, which another is on my channel a lot, I love that series. It's kind of the same thing. Like the second book was so good and so big, and then you get to the third book and it was really good, but it wasn't as good as the second book. So I think that's just something interesting to read and to think about. But I love the series so much. I'm sorry I've been really bad at vlogging. I'm trying to figure out what is interesting for you guys and what you want to see, but I think I'm going to try and do more daily updates on the next book I'm reading so you guys can kind of see my thoughts when I'm going through. I do have a little bit more of a busy day today, so I don't think I'm going to end up finishing the book as a whole. I think I'll hopefully get at least halfway done, and then I'll finish halfway tomorrow. I also do have to film my May wrap-up, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do today or tomorrow, but I read a decent chunk of books, but I kind of wrapped up some of those books in my last wrap-up. Confusing, I know. And then I also have to order some more books that are coming out and that are releasing in June, so that will be fun. But yeah. So the next book that I'm reading is Storm and Fury by Jennifer Armentrout, my baby. This one is huge compared to the Dark Element series. This is a little more than 500 pages, where the Dark Elements average between 350 and 450, around that range. This is a brand new series. It's the Harbinger series. Again, as I've said previously, I recommend reading the Harbinger series before you start this, just because it's a little bit easier to understand this novel. And I also literally don't remember that much that went on here, which is good because I think when I read it, it will surprise me a lot. The only really things I remember are that I enjoyed the female character a little bit more than Layla from the Dark Element series, so that will be interesting, and you get to see more of Zane in here. So yeah, I do remember crying. I remember reading this like on my road trip last summer from New York to Florida, and I cried. So that tells you something. I do already have a review of this book up on my channel, so I won't be like talking about it in full because I already talked about it in full, but when I get to the second book, which is Rage and Ruin, I will do a review. So yeah, I'm gonna go start my morning with a cup of coffee and start reading Storm and Fury. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hey lovely readers, how are you guys this morning? Today's Monday and this is still a continuation of my reading vlog. I just started reading Storm and Fury, which is book 1 of the Harbinger series, so I'm very happy. I'm making good time. And yeah, so yesterday I was thinking if I wanted to make a June TBR, and I don't think I will this month. May I didn't really stick to. I think I read like 4 or 5 of the books out of the 10 that I laid out. So I think what I'm gonna do is there's a romance-a-thon, readathon at the end of June, so I think I'm gonna end up doing that and then put my TBR out probably mid-June, right before that happens. I think I'm gonna do that readathon, but I don't think I'm gonna do a June TBR just because I want to give myself more leniency, because there are books that I want to read that are either new releases or on my shelf already, and then there are books that I want to reread, so I kind of want to let myself do whatever I want to do. But yeah, back to the point of this vlog. So I'm reading Storm and Fury right now, which is book 1 of the Harbinger series, and let me tell you guys, I forgot how good this book was. Like, I forgot the whole plot of this book, and I sort of do that sometimes with like the first time I read a book until I reread it, but this book is so amazing. I have this much, so I'm about almost halfway through. I'm on chapter 12, and this book is so good. I love Zane in here. Zane is just awesome. His character, again, like I talked about, I already reviewed this book a while ago, so if you guys want to watch my review, you can. I will link it in this readathon or reading vlog. But his character, it's more like docile, but you can tell he's grown and matured, and he's kind of hiding his feelings now. So I do like that because it shows growth from the first 3 books to this book, and I love the female character in here. The female character, her name's Trinity. She's so nosy, and honestly, not gonna lie, she reminds me of herself because I always want to know what's happening, and she's exactly like that. So I think that's an interesting trait to put in a character. But I also like that she knows how to defend herself. She's very similar to Layla when Layla was in book 2 and 3. I just like how she gets herself in tricky situations and she's able to get out of them either by herself or eventually with the help of others. So I really, really like that, and I'm just, honestly, I love this book, and I'm hoping I can fly through it today and then pick up Rage and Ruin tomorrow, but I'm doing a lot today, so I'll update you on that. But today is a busy Monday morning because everyone else in my house is in school and or work while I'm in college, so college is done for me. But today I'm dropping my sister off at school and picking her up so she can drop some stuff off to her teachers, and then I'm probably gonna end up baking some cookies or brownies, so I may do a little video of that. And then I still have to eat and have breakfast and coffee because you know that. And then I'm gonna walk my dog today, and then yeah, we'll see what else I do. But I'm very excited to pick this up and start finishing it. I hope you guys are reading some interesting good books this week, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, I just wanted to update you on my reading. So right now it's still Monday and it's about 7 o'clock at night. I'm still reading Storm and Fury. As you guys know, it's a little bit of a chunker. It's a big book. This is a YA fantasy and I am loving it. I don't know if I have the same feelings the second time around. As you guys know, this is a reread for me. I'm enjoying it, but I think I'm noticing a lot more details this time around than I did the first time. But I think, I don't know how I feel. Even after reading Dark Elements, I still think I like Roth's character a lot better. But I do think Zane has a lot more development and a lot more personality behind him than Roth. So yeah, it's just hard to fall in love with Zane's character when I wasn't a huge fan of him in the first series. So it's interesting. But I feel like in the first series he didn't seem like he was 21. He acted like he was 17 or 18. But in here he definitely seems like he's 21, 22, and he's just very, very mature, and I like that. I also really, really love Trinity. I kind of don't like her when she's very pushy. I get being stubborn, but there's a point where you have to know what's good for you and what's not good for you. I'm trying not to spoil, but yeah, I'm at the part in the book where it's kind of right after Roth and Cayman meets Zane and Trinity at a restaurant to kind of update them on the demon situation. So yeah, I'm liking it so far. Don't think I'll finish it tonight, but I want to try and get more in. I have this much left. I think I have about 150 pages, maybe 200 pages left. So I'm getting through it and it's really, really good. And yeah, but I just want to update you guys on my opinion. I definitely recommend reading it. Great book, and I'll update you guys later. Hey everyone, another update for Storm and Fury. I know I feel like I've been reading this book forever. It's Tuesday around I think 10 o'clock. And I kind of just finished. I've been doing a lot of stuff this morning. I filmed 2 videos and then I was editing and uploading them, so I didn't really have time to read. So I'm just getting back into it this morning. Wow, I can't talk. I'm on page 448 and I'm almost done. As you guys can see, it's really good, and I think an update from last night, it's a lot better than I thought it was last night. I think what really makes this book for me is, first of all, the new plot, the new introduction of a whole new species. I think that's really interesting, but also Zane's relationship with Trinity is so unique, and I think that's what I really, really enjoy about this book, and that's why I loved it the first time I read it. So I'm very excited to finish it. I do remember there's a huge plot twist at the end of the book. So yeah, this will probably be my last update of Storm and Fury until I get to Rage and Ruin, which I hope to get to today. But I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I'll see you guys later. Wow, just wow. I just finished this and now I remember why I raved about it. Jeez, so good. I think the ending is the best part of this book, and it's just so emotional, but it's also, there's just so many things about this book that I loved. My one thing I do wish the battle scene at the end was more drawn out. I feel like there was a big accumulation, cultivation, whatever the word is, to that scene, and it was kind of flat for me. But other than that, the ending with Zane and Trinity is just explosive. I love it so much. There's so much character development, and it's just honestly so good. And of course the ending when he's like, I'm gonna take you as close to the stars as you can get, beautiful. Oh, this book is so good. So good. And I can't wait to start Rage and Ruin, which I'm going to start right away. And I'm going to update you on the rest of my reading vlog with Rage and Ruin, and then I'll film a review video for that one. So I'm very excited to jump into it. It's going to take me a while because I think it's about a little longer than 500 pages. So yeah, I'm going to get right into that. And this book is just so good. Definitely pick it up. because it's really worth the read and all the emotions you go through when you read it. Oh my god, guys. I'm gonna start it. Look. I'm so excited, if you couldn't tell. Hey guys, back with another update. So I'm 134 pages in, and it's barely even a chunk of the book. This book is 600 pages. I know. So far there's not that much action happening at all, which is kind of surprising, but it's more character development and characters feeling each other out and getting closer. Roth and Layla have been more involved in this book, and we get to see Stacy again, which is Layla's friend in the Dark Element series. Trinity is also, like, very funny in this book, and she's very sarcastic, and I really like her because she's tough even through her circumstances, so I enjoy that. And Zane is coming out of his shell a little bit more, not too much. He's kind of more of a stagnant character right now, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's just a long book to get through for me. Morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday. No, today's Wednesday. And I just started reading Rage and Ruin. It's 9:30 right now, and I'm on page 208, and honestly, it's really getting interesting now. So as I said in my review video that I posted last year on Storm and Fury, seeing Roth and Layla from an outside perspective is so different than seeing their actual relationship. Especially in this scene right now that's happening, you can so see Roth as being his demonic self, and I think that's really, really interesting because, not gonna lie, it kind of changes my view of Roth from the first book, just because even he pointed out, he was like, everyone interprets my love for Layla as a weakness, but really I'm still a bad person type of deal. And I think that's kind of interesting to bring up because even as a reader, I kind of forgot all about his demonic side, and I was like, oh, like, he's bad, but he's, like, not as bad as he was. But this shows that he's super, super bad. So I think it was an interesting writing point that Jennifer Armentrout put in the book, and it's interesting. I also don't know how I feel about him anymore. Like, I really loved his character, especially in the Dark Element series, but now that he's just still so inherently bad, I don't know. Like, I loved his character, but I feel like that kind of changes things for me a little bit. But also besides the point, I'm getting up to the good stuff. Of course, she doesn't forget about Bambi. Bambi is in this book, and I think that's really, really exciting. So I'm kind of excited to see what happens with Bambi from there, and yeah, but I am this much of the way through, so I would say about a quarter of the way through or a third of the way through. I'm doing a pretty good job, and I'm really starting to enjoy it now compared to yesterday. I do think the beginning was very slow, but I do think there was a purpose for that. I think the beginning was primarily just character development, and now we're getting into more of plot. So last couple chapters there was a little battle that happened with zombies, so I think that kind of built stuff up. They also lost a warden in the DC clan, so that's building up the plot. And then now Layla is with Roth right now, or not Layla, sorry, Trinity is with Roth. So yeah, but I'm really enjoying it so far, and I hope you guys are having a great day today. I'm probably gonna go make a cup of coffee and read some more of Rage and Ruin. Hey guys, it is Wednesday night, and today is going to be my last update of the night. So I'm still reading Rage and Ruin. I am on page 332, so literally halfway through the book, a little less than halfway. So far it's good. It's very different from Storm and Fury, and I think this book took more of a character development role than a plot role, because we still don't really know too much about the Harbinger, which I guess that's the whole point, because we're supposed to be finding out more about that. I do like it just because Trinity is growing as a character. She does complain a little bit, but besides that, I like her character. I don't know. She's very, very strong, and I do think I like her a little bit better than Layla. I also really like Zane in this book. You kind of see a lot of comments that he makes, and he references his past with Layla and stuff like that, but I really like their relationship and how it's growing in that aspect. I also am liking how they're incorporating more of the DC clan in this book, so I think that's interesting, and I'm very excited to read more of it. I'll probably finish the rest of the chapter that I'm in because I stopped midway through a chapter, but other than that, I hope to finish it tomorrow, but we'll see. Hey guys, today is Thursday and I'm still doing my reading vlog. I had a little update for you guys. I got an arc of Thoroughly Whipped by Tilly Cole. It kind of spazzed out for a sec. This is her newest romantic comedy. It's an adult romance. I'm very, very excited that I received the arc, and I will be posting a review video of this. The full copy is out on June 9th. But back to the real point of this reading vlog. Rage and Ruin. I was outside reading this earlier, and then it's gonna start downpouring on my head, so I came in. But I'm on page 451, so I literally only have this much left of the book. It's good, but like I said in my last update from last night, again, this book is very centered around character development and just characters interacting with each other. The last couple chapters I read, there was a scene with Sam in it, and if you guys have read The Dark Elements, Sam is just such a cutie, and I'm so happy he came back. So emotional, that scene. There's also a scene with Bambi, so it was nice to see Jennifer Armentrout include old characters that we haven't seen. And recently there was a blow up between Zane and with Trinity, so they're still kind of not talking to each other now, but I do think it's interesting. I do wish there was more plot and more development with the angels and what she's trying to introduce, but overall I'm really liking it so far, and I can't wait to finish it. So, chapter 32. Yep. That's what everyone's been waiting for, chapter 32. Yeah. Zane really making me melt, honestly. Yeah, definitely get excited for chapter 13. Okay, I just finished Rage and Ruin, and like, what just happened? Like, what? I think this book is going to give me the worst book hangover I've ever had in my entire life, and I'm gonna be drowning in it because the next book isn't out for another year. I'm dying. I'm freaking dying. First of all, she comes with another plot twist like she did the last book, yet again, and this plot twist wasn't even expecting. Like, I mean, I was expecting, but not really, because I didn't think it was the person who I thought it was. And then all of a sudden something really terrible happens, and then it happens, and then Jennifer Armentrout just talks about it like it's no big deal. Okay, like that happened, fine, whatever, let's move on. So then they move on, and then freaking at the end of this, something insane happens, and I don't even know what to think. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if like what's happening, if it's gonna stay like that, if it's gonna alter anything, if this person is actually alive or not. Like, honestly, I have no idea what to do with myself after this book. Like, I really don't. I really don't. And I really wish the third book was out so I can just read it and see what's happening, but obviously that's not the case. So I'm just going to leave this here and just say that, like, wow, I'm very shocked by this book. Amazing book, but this ending, I think, is literally one of the worst endings I've ever read in my entire life, just because I have to wait for the next book. Like, it just left me in such a cliffhanger, because this whole entire book is character development and relationships and just growing and growing and growing, not really a lot of plot. And the last 100 pages is all plot, and everything goes downhill, and you think everyone dies, and then stuff happens, and you're just like, what? That was my reaction. Like, I do not know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like, I really don't. I'm definitely gonna give this book a 5 out of 5 stars. Like, I loved it so much. Like, it was such a good book. But I have no idea. Like, I couldn't tell you. Oh my god. This ending of this reading vlog is a mess because that is literally my reaction to this book, a mess. But yeah, if you want to be heartbroken and you want to just go through an emotional roller coaster, definitely pick up this series, you know. I need this book, the third book, the final book of the trilogy, sooner rather than later. So Jennifer Armentrout, come on, write that book because I need to read it. But yeah, this was a crazy book. I hope you guys enjoyed my reading vlog, and I hope you enjoyed me being a mess now that I just read that book. But yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna go film my review now, and I'll post that soon. Oh my god. Oh goodness. Please go pick the book up, even though you're probably gonna feel exactly like I am in this moment. Oh my god. Okay guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.